Let's try that now.
How about now?
There we go.
Are people able to hear and perceive me? Give me a thumbs up or a taco in chat and let me know that the love is real. But also we need to make that a command. Thank you.
I don't know where I would put that.
I'll let you think about that. Right. So, for those of you who are still settling in from across the internet, hi, this is Synziak. Right. So, our first article for today is Elon files a lawsuit against a research firm for describing Twitter as Twitter using intimidation tactics. The title of the article reads, Twitter threatens to sue anti-hate group over its research. Subtext, the organization claims Elon is using intimidation tactics. But this is from the free speech absolutist of 2 years ago, who is just like, people should be able to say what they want to in what is arguably the internet public square of all conversation.
Right. So that's why also he's suing this group, because that group is impeding on it by shining a light on it and say, hey, don't do that, because then the ad people will go away. Don't let them know that they are doing the things I want them to do. Because
did you say the ad people are going away? Didn't you fire all of them? What ad people?
You can't fire the people who are buying the ads.
Well, are you sure? Are there people still doing that? Who is that?
They just quit.
Wait, the people buying the ads quit?
Yep. No, I'm just saying, didn't he have like a whole thing ads where they were just like, they sure did. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure did.
No, look, the semantics of that statement did not make sense to me until Kev rephrased it. It's like, okay, makes sense. Now.
I see.
I'm here.
You were like, you can't fire the people that bought the ads.
Like, they also can't quit. They don't work for Twitter. It's like, wait a second.
And then I said, hold on, they quit buying ads.
Got you. I'm here now. We're here.
I see you. So
he fired them from clients as clients.
So we had that nonsense happening. But also, isn't this also on the same platform that people are just like, hey, people are being bigoted, homophobic, transphobic, and you said y'all need to get out your feelings. If people are gonna say stuff, people are going to say stuff, and you just have to let people have their opinions. So Elon, the money
wait, hold on before you go. Look, they need to get out of their feelings, but also, by the way, we're banning cisgender or anything that's cis. You can't say that. That's a slur.
Right. But we banning that word.
I mean, that you know something, I would say something about family members that means that he wouldn't be able to disown, but they disowned him, so that doesn't count. Ooh. What I was going to say here was, right, with all of that, you have a platform with language you refuse to moderate, I guess, unless it offends you as a free speech absolutist, which makes so much sense to me. But with all of that, it's giving, I'm suing you because you called me racist. I mean, okay, but you just called me an entire slur based on the fact that I have melanin. If you didn't want me to call you racist, have you considered just not being that? I don't know. If people are researching the stuff that you have on your platform and presenting it to you and saying, that's a little bit on the hateful side of things, then maybe you shouldn't do that. Or if you didn't want to be described as using intimidation tactics, maybe you wouldn't have openly mocked a world-class, world-famous, renowned designer for being disabled. Help.
So
I want you to help this make sense, because I know that you're not making dollars. You spent all of that on that side that you had to take down, and we'll talk about it in an article from now.
Well, hopefully this will help make sense. This is from Engadget. Execute CCDH, or the Center for Countering Digital Hate, of using poor methodology and not studying the 500 million posts on the service each day, which, by the way, would be impossible to do by human standards. And, you know, if you blocked free, unfettered access to the API.
I was going to say, how are you going to get that many posts when you said that people could only post 60 things a day? Like,
and also, you are charging access to the API for like thousands of dollars.
Everybody turn with me into
Speaking of the API, I had a little bit of a personal moment about that API. Like I use Stream Deck to literally post my tweets. So like my good mornings, like did you drink water? They don't work now because Musk fiddled with the API. And I didn't realize that until like, well, why I can't throw out my Ko-fi link? And it's like, oh, Musk.
But you know where you can do that?
But yeah.
Majorshouse.com.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's on the next go around.
You should just like do it now. Like just cut off Twitter. Just do it. Do it now. Yeah.
You mean right? You said right in the middle of the show.
Yeah, right now. Just say,
I'm good.
Twitter, I'm gone. Bye.
No.
See you later. Deuces. Chug them.
No.
Chug them. Two.
Nope. I would lie to you, but I'm not gonna lie to you, so I'm just gonna say no.
Or just fade away into obscurity.
I just can we just words mean things? You know, like they just do. Words mean things.
Okay, well he had more words.
Did he?
It also maintained that the center was taking funding from competitors or foreign governments as part of an, quote, ulterior agenda, according to the New York Times.
Hold on. Imagine, God, every day I pray that you continue to give me the strength and confidence of a barely mediocre white man. I cannot believe that this man said we are doing international conspiracies with other people to take down your platform. Aren't you breaking international laws playing around with people's visas? What are we doing here? Oh, help me, Jesus.
Excuse me.
Help me, Jesus.
Further in the article, the researchers further maintain that X is being hypocritical for attacking supposedly limited research while simultaneously curbing the ability to conduct those studies. Hey, remember I said that? I remember saying that. The platform recently instituted reading rate limits. Kev said that. And what it says is a temporary measure to thwart excessive data scraping, which, you know, would help get the millions of tweets that the company says that the researchers should get. The company believes some scrapers are abusing their tools to train AI models and conduct manipulation campaigns. Even Blue subscribers are capped at viewing 8,000 posts per day, making it impractical to conduct extensive research. Ooh. Foreshadowing about Blue subscribers. I cannot wait to talk about that.
That's fun. Yeah, I know. That's funny.
Yeah.
You know something? I'm gonna let y'all continue. Please go on.
No, please continue. I would like to know.
No, because I just it's the ghetto.
Oh.
From here all the way to the home of the West Coast Sid. Oh my God. It's the embarrassment of it all. Oh, I realize that my frustration is wasted on people who don't have a sense of shame. So
but yeah, it seems very weird that, like this is like the legal way of saying I'm not a racist instead of actually, just fixing the behavior that got you called a racist to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it's okay. You do you. You do you, boo-boo. You do you.
Well, please do you and stop doing these neighbors. But we'll get to that in a second.
Oh, right now, Elon Musk's extravagant X sign atop the former Twitter HQ has been dismantled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, wait, because this is how quickly this was a news story. Should I go back and say, hey, Elon Musk had an X sign on top of the Twitter building this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And then they took it down.
Yep.
But why did they have to take it down, Major? Grand
opening, grand closing. I'm sorry, I had to get that in. The neighbors immediately started complaining about a flashing and strobing X sign constructed on top of the downtown San Francisco office building. Also, apparently, he was keeping building inspectors from like inspecting the structure he was building, because I don't know, nothing says I'm doing shit I shouldn't be doing more than, hey, don't go up here, don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain or these men behind this door on the roof constructing something that I want but I know is illegal because y'all came here last week and shut down another fucking thing I was trying to do. Now my building just has on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't, my question is, how did here's the thing. I am confident he does not have the money for this. So how is he keeping people from just being like, hey, what you doing with all that? Also, wait a minute. Is this the same building that he had to sell all the furniture from?
That's where the money went.
That's currently up for rent.
That's where the money went. It went to build the X.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I need to find it. I probably lost it somewhere, but oh my god, it was one of my most favorite responses to this. I'm gonna go see if I can find it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Talk amongst yourselves. I need to find this article. Yep. I need to find this response.
Yep. Unlike what the song said, X didn't give it to you.
No, they did not.
I'm just so confused all the time by the things that this person does, because it's like, I feel like the black people here are gonna understand this, which is basically everybody here watching the show, or should be. Like, don't nobody love you? Like, why are you like this?
Nobody even really liked you like that.
Somebody said that the X was made from extra Tesla headlights.
Yep.
Okay, I got it. Here we go. So I posted this on Mastodon. Shout out to autocorrect GPC bot over at webdata at viz.social. He said, making sure this headline gets the coverage it deserves. Free license to any publication that wants to use it. Quote, Musk erection fails to meet standards, disappoints, comes down early.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I hate the accuracy of it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I need to copy and paste this so I can put this into the chat and then highlight it on the stream. I need this to show up on the screen.
Mate, you don't get yourself in trouble on this platform, please.
If I made these shows have episode titles, I swear that would be the episode title.
I mean, there's still time, on the platforms that we listen to. You can absolutely do that.
The way I'm talking.
I've seen some funny things on the Fediverse, but motherfucker, that was one of the best. But yeah, a sign went up and then a sign went down in the span of 3 days. Because what the fuck, bro?
Like, it's just, all right. Give me a second here, because I'm trying to make this make sense in my mind, right? I, a person who just sold all the furniture in a building, takes money that I barely have, and I'm probably borrowing from the unsuccessful company that I have because I'm not touching it, and then goes and buys a giant strobing sign that I then point at an apartment building and start flashing like it's an early 90s EDM rave. Didn't think anybody was going to say anything about this. Is that right? Am I in the ballpark of what has happened here?
It's like this. Not sure if y'all seen this episode of Seinfeld with the Kenny Rogers roasters.
I do.
They open that restaurant like right next to the apartment, and it's like all that red light is just going into Kramer's apartment.
It's like, he opens up the light, just like open up his curtains and like completely freaks out. Yeah.
I love this. I love where the can't you shut the shades? They are shut.
And it's just, I want, would someone like to explain to me in clear and simple terms what Elon would have done if, hey, you know what? If you're a radio listener, if you're catching this on the podcasting platform of your choice, I do want to say there is yet still time for y'all as an apartment building to just make a class action claim of some kind that y'all had, like y'all nearly had an epileptic episode based on that.
Yo, this music
and just like cost the man that building.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna pause for the music that was just playing, like the audio bit music that I'm playing, sounded strangely of Stranger Things, and it kind of worked just a little bit. Just this pulsating light.
I'm just saying. There is yet time, my friends.
I have not seen Stranger Things, but I knew that like intro well.
I've like seen Stranger Things like everywhere. I have not seen that damn show.
Yeah, people tell me Kev, you'll like it, and then I see Scary Things, and I'm like,
exactly.
Nope.
This is the whole point. Like, no, I don't want to see that.
It's like they try to lull you in with the whole like, oh, it's kids in the 80s and it's fun 80s stuff, and they're dressed up as Ghostbusters and Halloween, and then I see like the Dormagon, and I'm like, no, you will not trick me.
Oh, so you
and
don't,
the upside down, and Chrissy wake up, and I don't want to see in on that.
You don't deal with the Demigorgon.
I don't deal with the Demigorgon. No,
my whole thing is Vecna, and you gotta listen to music and put yourself in a happy place, and you die. Like, man, these are kids, man. Stop fucking with these kids.
And I'm like, and then not the Chrissy wake up.
Yeah, like stop.
Chrissy wake up.
Can we stop,
like,
please?
Nah, I'm good.
No,
I'm good. Maybe like teenage Kev would have liked it, but not grown adult who likes cozy, relaxing games ain't down for it. No part of
you would like this.
No.
All right. But yeah, not sure why he had an issue with the building inspectors coming through. I mean, I'm sure, like, again, if you spend money on something, you would love to display it, right? Why would you want to hide things from people that you've spent money on?
Major, I feel like I need to issue a gentle historic reminder. Remember how Elon was going to join the whole board of Twitter until they said, hey, we have some rules according to the Security Exchange Commission on how you have to conduct yourself as a part owner of this company? And he said, never mind, I'm just gonna buy the company because I don't feel like dealing with people inspecting my things or knowing stuff or having to report things properly.
Or buy it and then take it private so he doesn't have to deal with the SEC.
And then couldn't do that.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Because Pepperidge Farm remembers, and I just got my employee badge for them.
But I'm just saying, why would you spend money on something and keep people from seeing it?
I mean, I could think of several reasons. One of them being it's just illegal.
I mean, I'm wondering if anyone can explain to me, why would you spend money on something and then want to hide it? Why would you do that?
I would ask him, but I don't think he's taking questions at this time.
I'm prepping a segue to the fact that Twitter Blue subscribers can now hide their checkbox.
So who saw that one coming? Because I believe that was something. Wait, hold on. Wait, is that new? Because I thought they were been able to do that for a little bit now.
No, that is definitely new. People wanted to once they were starting getting clowned to fucking death for it.
Mm-hmm. In the bodega verse, it was all like, this mother got Twitter Blue. No. And it was just like buddies, people of mine were like paying $8 a month for discoverability, and I'd be like, if I have $8, I'd rather give all. If I had $8,
you can buy your own server. You can buy the Mastodon server. You can just be the own motherfucker.
I'd say I will pay for my Minecraft Realms first before I give Elon Musk. If I had $8 a month spend.
If I had $8 a month, I'll buy my ass with it before I give it to Elon Musk.
Sure enough, I would literally pay.
It'd be a mess.
I'd rather pay $8 to be slapped in the face than to give it to Musk. Hell.
Okay, so I am not a liar, and that is good. I went and looked this up because I'm pretty sure we have seen that conversation come up before. You want to know how long they've been talking about that, Ish?
Since it was launched?
March.
Since it was launched, yes.
It was like what? In between, like, it took them like 0.5 of a week to be like, oh no, absolutely not. For two reasons. One, because people bought it and started trolling the shit out of Elon and saying stuff. But then two, because people who were getting clowned and weren't making fun of Musk were like, yo, we're getting raked over the coals, and in some cases getting death threats, which, for your notes, is not a cool thing to do.
No.
Even if you don't like Twitter Blue people, it's not cool. Don't
Wait,
do that.
who's making death threats to them? Not to say that it's not happening. Not to say that it's not happening. Again, I can observe none of this because I'm not on Twitter. But who?
Listen, internet people are out of pocket, yo.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
It's just like between all of this, imagine doing all of imagine releasing a feature where you were trying to get people to give you money for an elite status, and then immediately having to pull that shit back and like, we want people to be out and proud and in front of the club, and then people got in front of the club and got booed, tomato, and the media went, never mind, I don't want it. Take it back.
Yep. Because it was like, and to do all that for Discover, and then people were like, child, I know, but I have to get Twitter Blue because I don't want to miss out. I don't want people to miss out on my tweets. And then it didn't really matter. Because that was a time when nobody could read anybody's tweets.
And also, like, imagine if everybody paid $8 and then you're just in the same shit you were in before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, there's also that, but like, go ahead.
I mean, like, I was sort of telling, I was saying this from the beginning. It's like, you're just creating two almighty algorithms.
Right.
Like the "it smells like broken here" algorithm, and the "I spent $8 to support a fascist" algorithm. And it's like, your shit's getting hidden either way. Ain't nobody seeing your shit. So what the fuck you doing?
Because either you're buried or you're literally trying to drum up business at a country club. Nobody's fucking with you. Like you're either trying to you're either buried under rubble of hate and noise, or you're literally trying to preach to people who don't give a shit about you.
Yeah. So it's what was the point?
What are we doing?
What was the fucking point?
Well, right.
But now,
I might as well be under this rubble. So,
or I could just move, which is just so much easier.
You said.
Is that I can see the shit falling?
Major.
Either I can stand here, I can go into the shitty building that's crumbling, or I could just fucking move.
Okay,
yeah.
You know something? That part I will grant you.
So I moved and I was like, man, that's a shitstorm over there. Sucks to be all high. But yeah, it really oh god, it's like these people care so much about status that they want to get rid of the status once they pay for the status, so that way they won't sit there and be known as the person with the status.
Mm-hmm.
You know something, Major? You know what it's giving that I just thought about?
What?
It's giving crypto people with ape avatars.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel like that's still the blue check mark. I still feel like that's still showing it.
No, like the what happened and then the immediate memery and reactions that came from it of being like, oh God, no, not that.
I see that.
I'm talking about that cycle of things. I'm just like hiding blue check marks. This is giving crypto. And you want to know what they both have in common? A fucking scam.
I highlighted earlier. This is a terrible. This from Diogen. This is a terrible change. Now I have to read their comments before I block them. Again, just don't be there. It's so much better. Like so much energy saved. What's going on, Ruin?
You know something? I'm going to read this out loud because Major, I think you have the ability to put comments on screen too. So this is really cool. Audience, as far as the audience of this is concerned, it's not for the people who already bought things. It's for the people who won't buy due to the ridicule because they don't want to be clowned.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Merge. It's both of those people because these, again, people have been begging from week 1 in March till now to be able to not have to deal with
it's
that.
for the people who want to hide it because they've been fucking clowned to shit. And it is okay, now there are people who want to buy it, but don't want to be known that they bought it.
Yeah.
And
it's just kind of y'all could have just saved so much embarrassment by not being a chode.
You could have just not bought it, or either a move or be with us under the rubble. Be the mole people that we are. You could either be under this rubble and be moles like we are, or we could just be like Major and move.
I mean, it's like creating a to get political. It's like donating via a super PAC or several shell companies. That way, nobody knows that the person who sounds super progressive definitely fucking supported Trump's campaign.
Yeah.
You know something? Imagine, again, being a person who claims themselves to be a free speech absolutist, but has so many people who are on your platform who are just so embarrassed to be there that they have asked not to be seen as the elite people on any other platform. The one thing that people might want to do is hide these things. So they're just I don't want people to be to go out of their way to be overly nice to me because I have this status symbol on your platform. Twitter at this moment, and I refuse to call it anything else unless we're calling it x.com because we're not getting into X videos. It's imagine having a status symbol and being the one platform that's tagged with the I want the status, but I don't want to be seen having the status because 10. Listen.
It's like going to the store. It's like your so-called alpha male boyfriend or husband going into the store to buy the tampons, and they be like, "Yo, just look, or like going to buy the condoms, and it's not the size that they say they are." Can we get a price check? Can we get a price check on the extra small condoms? Can we get a price check on the extra small condoms, please?
Okay, see, Diogen, I see you, but I also am just like, not the Prince reference, because I mean, you are right, but he deserves better than that. Also,
Prince, by the way, Prince deserves better than that.
Correct.
Yep.
So XBL says 10. Just call it 10. Here's the thing. 10 might be the solution to the equation that he has named at least one of his children.
Wow. Can we also talk about like his just seemingly abnormal obsession with X? I did not know it went this fucking deep.
Yeah, because he wanted to name,
it goes all the way back to PayPal.
Yeah, it went all the way back to PayPal.
And as much as I can't stand Peter Thiel, I'm glad that motherfucker knocked his ass out too. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And they fired him on his vacation. Like, how you get fired on your day off?
Yes. Craig, how you get fired on your day off?
How you get fired on your day off?
Not the man belongs in a COD lobby, please.
Ooh.
You know something? Funny
Merge,
enough, yeah, I don't think his ego can handle it.
Merge, I too. But to keep it a band in the buck though, according to Musk, Musky Musk. Even if I say his last name, I still have to say Musky. According to Musky Musk,
musky ass.
He has gone on record to say that they are called posts.
Yeah.
Copying Mastodon, who switched from Toots to posts.
Yeah.
Copy me on that. Quote
well,
me
like
on
the
that.
thing is,
he copied Mastodon. I'm starting that right now. You heard it here first, exclusively on this podcast. Musky Musk copied Mastodon and calling their tweets posts.
Or
I kind of low-key hate that because, like, how did you take such recognizable branding and do that?
Or he copied Zuckerberg from Facebook.
Nope. I do not want to give him credit. Nope. Look.
Because you know they beefing. You know they beefing, Major. You know they beefing.
I don't care. I'm
not
giving that any credence.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to stop both of you right there because I know y'all are not going to give this to social media platforms and act like Envision Free didn't walk so that these platforms can run. We won't do that.
I'm sorry.
We won't do that.
I only
focus forums in this house.
I only focus on open source platforms. I don't believe that was an open source platform. I'm sticking with Mastodon. Thank you.
What do you mean an open source platform? That's a forum. It was free, literally like down to the code, free. Like you could do whatever you wanted with it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't see any source code for that forum anywhere. Somebody got a GitHub repository for that forum. Where's the code? Where's the code?
Someone go and collect Major before I do.
Where is the GPL?
Diogen, I see you. I will not let this stand. I see you.
He copied BBS's from the 70s. I beat all of y'all.
Major, you're younger than me. No, you didn't.
They were posting on telephones on the side of the streets when they were freakers, man.
Okay, listen, just because you watched that one documentary about the person who whistled into their phone and got like phone service for free, don't do that.
I'm just saying I can win this game. I can win this game. If we're gonna take it all the way back to the beginnings of ARPANET. Nah, it was ARPA, not even DARPA. It was ARPA. They copied ARPA.
I'm about to drag this man into HyperCard. Get to this next article.
HyperCard, that's too late. That's too late. That ain't been invented yet.
PBS specials. Don't even try to like quote ARPANET to me, all right? Just because you sat up there and you watch Weird Science once don't mean you could be able to.
Actually, zero.
Just because you've seen a movie with a young teenage Robert Downey Jr. in there, don't tell me.
Actually, sorry. No,
you are still a baby in my eyes.
No, it was.
Respect your elders.
No. Excuse me. Don't come for me. It was the Broderick dude. I forgot his name. Was it Michael Broderick? Whatever his name is. Ferris Bueller.
See, you can. No, see now you even lost the plot because
war games.
You said Mark Broderick.
I said Michael.
You lose.
I said Michael.
And you were still wrong.
Doesn't matter. If you go sit there call me wrong, you'll call me wrong with the wrong name that I used.
Just because you seen
remastered
copy of Tron, don't come for me like
damn it, no. War Games, motherfucker, not Tron. Would you like to play a game?
You might as well have just said Flynn's right now. You might as well have just said Master Control.
Would you like to play a game?
No, because you bad at playing games already. So whatever. It is whatever.
The best way to win is to not play. I'm done playing.
Just because you saw 10 minutes of Ready Player One, don't mean you can tell.
I saw 0 minutes of that movie.
Just because you see Ready Player Two synopsis on Amazon.
We all need to collectively come together now and ban polls.
Mm-hmm.
We just all need to collectively come together and ban polls. No. We don't do that.
I support Pulse on that one. That was fun.
Major.
An official response from Major's house. We do not condone the use of Redfall in any chats on this platform. Any use of Redfall will be an immediate suspension. Oh shit. Kev, are you okay?
Not Major having work is not
your feed cut out, man.
Policies then. You know something?
I'm good. What?
Your feed is cut out.
Hold on.
It's back now.
No,
it's back now.
You're good.
You're back now, but it was gone for a second. Master Control got your ass, huh?
And Tron got me back. What's good?
He fights for the user.
Mm-hmm. He does. Just because you've seen one episode of Reboot, don't mean you can come up and be.
Look, I don't know how many of those episodes I watched, but I watched a damn good lot of them, motherfucker. Don't come for me.
That's why I'm like, Sid knew exactly what I was talking about. That's why I'm like, yep. That's because you watched one good episode of Reboot.
Oh, I can't stand y'all. What other articles do we have up here? Because we're going to be here all day reminiscing about Toonami, and I cannot.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm dying. My stomach hurts. My guts hurt. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, speaking of people, white folks running scams on people.
Oh.
Sam Altman, CEO or founder of OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT. I'm not sure if y'all remember this, but I remember this before ChatGPT was a thing. There were orbs placed in Africa that were collecting biometric information from the citizens of Kenya with the promise of free crypto. Kenya said, man, fuck you and your weird data collection bullshit. Get this the fuck out of our country. And so they're leaving. Kenya is pumping the brakes on WorldCoin, the eyeball scanning crypto project launched by OpenAI founder Sam Altman. The Kenyan government has ordered WorldCoin to stop collecting data in the country while it reviews the project for a potential privacy and security risks, as reported earlier by Reuters. Kenny Rogers Roasters. WorldCoin is a project that uses your iris to create a unique digital identity, which you can then link to digital currencies managed through the company's World app. The project launched last week and has had people lining up to get their eyeballs scanned by the shiny silver orbs WorldCoin is set up in major cities around the globe. Yeah, the fuck? No. Just no. I don't even want to leave a fingerprint on my counter or on my iPhone. Why the fuck would I want a weird shiny metal ball to scan my eyeballs? I don't care if you, like, $50. According to a report from Rest of World, Kenyans received 25 world coins amounting to around 7,100 Kenyan shillings, or about $50. My eyeballs are not worth $50. Not even the scan, not even a picture. You can't even take a picture of my face for $50.
This is our podcast once again reminding you to two-factor yourselves. Apparently.
And not with a shiny ball. Don't do that. Like I had, like somehow on Mass, I was arguing that I don't see this as exploitation. What the fuck? You don't see that? Like you have a shiny ball that's asking people who want money to scan their eyeballs to get money. That smells of exploitation to me, especially when you couldn't launch this shit in America. So you went to a foreign country. Oh, it's not exploitation when it's in countries where people are desperate from. I ain't even look at it like that though. You know, when people of a country are desperate for a resource that they don't have, you know, to survive, and they just give something up. Oh, damn. Diogen with the facts. I'm just not thinking like a capitalist.
Capitalism.
Okay, that worked coincidentally. Like as soon as I saw it pop up, I was pushing the button already.
My time is on point today. I'm trying to give y'all comedy.
Let's not make the assumption that they're desperate. I mean, that's a good point. And that goes to, I mean, yeah, Verge is right. We should make the assumption they're desperate. This is Kenya. One of the, I'm not even gonna say one of the, but like Africa itself is doing better than, you know, what everybody in America would like for you to believe Africa is doing. But I still like, it's still that thing of like, I still do not think that $50 of anything, $50 is still not worth me giving an iris scan to some random person, especially a volatile currency. Let's see, Diogen says that the article goes.
So I think, well, I mean,
it goes further into Hong Kong scanners. Majority of the people coming to get scanned were from Shenzhen. Shenzhen. I can't pronounce it for shit. But, you know, the place where they make the iPhone and other electronics, and, you know, where they kind of lock people in to very desperate, like very, very bad conditions to sit there and try to make as much money as they can for their families. Yeah, and I don't use mine as much. I may like the most Food Lion has on me is that I bought like an ungodly amount of Diet Dr. Pepper. That's all they got. Whew. Also, oh my God, Alex Blania, the CEO of WorldCoin parent company Tools for Humanity, said on Twitter that the company has paused World ID verifications as it continues quote, to work with local regulators to address their questions, unquote. Blania adds that, quote, World ID is built for privacy. end quote, and that the company will continue its global rollout. Yeah, no,
What are we looking at here?
I'm looking at the last part of that the article. Like they're saying that despite this, WorldCoin maintains that quote biometric data never leaves the orb and is permanently deleted unquote after you sign up. The company instead saves your iris code, a unique set of numbers that represents your identity.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, dog. I don't believe you, man.
Because why would you take in a whole bunch of data that you then would have to delete in order to make something? If something is required for a data set to exist or for a unique identity to exist, you still need them. What is this? WorldCoin child, please.
This is an NFT that isn't as secure as the NFT technology. It's just a database. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. It looks like it's a database entry, and it's still a thing of like.
Well, I mean, isn't that what NFTs are if we're being real about it?
The way it seems like it's being described at this point is like, hey, we scan your iris, it generates a code, we get rid of the picture that was taken based off of the scan. And I guess if you need to access it again, it'll just scan the ID, it'll scan your iris, see if it produces the same code, and then let you log in. Which I still feel like if it's a unique identifier that's based off of a biometric data, if it's based off of biometric data, isn't it still biometric data even though the photo is deleted?
And like, what's killing me about this, right, is this. Hold on, I'm doing a math thing. But like the idea, right, that, okay, so, you know, we just decided to do this biometric thing, and it's like you had 2 million people who are probably never going to use this platform again, make an account for $50, and you mean to tell me that you're just going to randomly throw most of that or any portion of that away for 2 million records? Y'all lying. You are lying to my face.
Yeah, again, all I can say is just be careful where you're sticking your face.
Two-factor yourself. Wear sunglasses.
Data, because if they use this to access our bank accounts, what happens when this gets hacked? Yeah.
This is taking you are the product to an extreme that I do not like.
Y'all remember Pegasus?
As in Maximilian Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh?
No. As in the software Pegasus that was made by this NSO group based in Israel that was like, hey, we could just crack into anything without you knowing and steal all your data, right? We could spy on you and you wouldn't know.
Didn't we have like a little chat about them like some time ago in the show?
We did, and they got banned by the US, right? They did get banned. But I don't know, when the FBI was using spyware to spy on people, they didn't realize that they were using the one that was banned.
Ooh. Well,
but the emails, okay, you know what? I'm not going to do that one today. Listen,
no pulse.
You know, why do I keep expecting government people to be good at security?
Because they're the ones who are constantly trying to talk you out of actually securing your shit? I don't know.
It's like, I have a 2 here. I have another 2 here, and I also have a plus sign, but I can't make these go together for any reason. I don't know what's happening here.
A New York Times
quote,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, to quote the internet meme, if 1 + 1 is 2, and 2 + 2 = 4,
right?
What is this?
A New York Times investigation uncovered earlier this year that the U.S. government used spyware made by Israeli hacking firm NSO. Now, after an FBI investigation into who was using the tech, the department uncovered a confusing answer. Itself! We're not the villains. Are we the villains? We can't be the villain.
Are we the drama? I don't think we're the drama, but maybe we are.
So yeah. Let's see here. Since 2021, the Biden administration has taken steps towards parting ways with NSO, given the firm's reputation for shady tools like Pegasus that lets governments discreetly download personal information from hacked phones without the user's knowledge. But even after the president signed an executive order banning commercial spyware in March, an FBI contractor used NSO's geolocation product Landmark to track the location of targets in Mexico.
Y'all are out here giving security clearances to people that you didn't vet in terms of the products that they're using.
But we found that the FBI doesn't have sophisticated tools to automatically scan systems for disallowed software. Well, maybe if it's the contractors, but let's see here. They go further. The FBI had inked a deal with telecommunications firm Riva Networks to track drug smugglers in Mexico, according to the Times. The spyware let U.S. officials track mobile phones because of existing security gaps in the country's cell phone networks. While the FBI says it was misled by Riva Networks into using the tech and has since terminated the contract, people with direct knowledge of the situation said the FBI uses spyware as recently as this year. Nah, they lied to us. We didn't know that that's what they were using, even though it definitely launched and it said NSO and the instruction code was in Hebrew. And it said Landmark, and the software looked eerily familiar to the stuff we were told were banned, but we just thought that they copied the UI. It was like an emulator, so that we would be familiar with the tools. We did not know that this was the real thing. We thought it was cracked. We thought they got it from LimeWire or the Pirate Bay. I don't know. We didn't buy it. We this wasn't us. This isn't our fault.
I just
It wasn't on our computers. It wasn't. It was on theirs. It was their computer. They did it.
So
we didn't know.
You know, here's what it's giving though, and here's where I'm confused, so y'all can let me know what's going on. It's giving, but you still have to authorize it. So what's the T?
They did it.
But you had to authorize that.
They did it. We didn't know. We didn't know. We just typed on the keyboard and it gave us an answer. We didn't know. It looked suspiciously familiar, but they did it. They did it.
Let me explain.
They did it.
Do you see this device? This is my phone. Right? I am holding aloft.
Right.
Out of fear that somebody that I don't know might be using AI to record my voice and then do malicious things, I don't pick up this phone and answer it if I don't know the number that is calling me on this phone. You mean to tell me that I am more nervous about scam calls than a government agency is about the software that they're using for tracking things.
But the bad guys.
I need a drink. Kevin, I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Oh no, I'm like,
But they did it. And the bad guys. We had to catch the bad guys, but they did it.
Mm-hmm.
They did it.
It's giving like, I don't know how that gun, how we lost that key piece of evidence.
That kilo of crack, that kilo of coke, I don't know. They did it.
Yep.
But I seem extra jittery today. Look, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just coffee. It's just coffee. It's just coffee. Did we have a very similar issue within the last couple of TTC governments can and do audit contractors for compliance except for when they don't want to? Yes.
Merge.
Because they did it.
As a person who works in like distance learning software, the amount of times that we've seen a government thing come in with like no less than 50 pages of requirements and in a required level demo of exactly what all the functions do and how this works, and a code review and a penetration test that has to be signed off by a whole bunch of people. I cannot understand how this article happened.
Because the bad guys. It's to me, it's giving jock who needs to pass the final exam but is failing the course the day before the big game. Sure, we could do our due diligence, but we really need to beat county. So go get them, champ. And then when the principal comes and says, hey, what the fuck happened? Man, it was my teacher's pet. They did it. They graded the paper wrong. I didn't know. I thought he passed his test, so I let him play in the big game. But we won. We won. We won the game. Hooray for us. We beat county. We're going to the championship. But in news that seems to be only good for Kevin, because he's the only one that I know who uses this, YouTube is adding more creator tools to Shorts to help it take on TikTok.
Yeah, so we like to see a little bit of healthy competition in the marketplace.
However, they have not mentioned that they're going to allow for longer videos, which I was instantly interested until I didn't see anything about video times, and then I was like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, it would be nice if we had like longer, like a TikTok where we had shorts but longer form,
like more
shorts.
than 90 seconds. Thoughts that I have, the thoughts that I share are longer than 90 seconds long.
No, YouTube is 60 seconds.
Oh, so it's just worse.
Minute. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Reels is 90 seconds, and that's bad enough. Yeah. But when you then lock me to 60, you are now on the shit end of this whole vertical video format platform.
Yeah. Because if we had like longer form videos, like at least 3 minutes, I think,
this podcast will be advertised all the time because some of our jokes are very long form jokes. Yeah.
And like I say, 60 seconds is really not enough.
A sin rant lasts longer than 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, I can cut it down to 60 seconds.
No, sir.
For the content,
no, sir.
But...
No. Full unabridged content. No cuts. We are all about creative freedom here. This is why this show probably one of the only shows where there's a cut, because there was an audio issue at the beginning that I don't think anybody was aware of.
Well, you know something, we certainly
not
didn't
play
hear
on a
it.
podcast. So let's see. YouTube has released several creation tools for shorts, such as ones that give users the ability to remix most videos and add voiceovers. Ever since it was launched in an effort to make it a more veritable TikTok rival. Now the video hosting platform is in the process of expanding its arsenal of creation tools even further. The first edition is Collab, which lets users record short form videos in a split screen format with other shorts or regular clips, or, you know, what we would like to call duets on TikTok. And let's see, that is rolling out today, with iOS users getting it first and Android users will follow. Again, if YouTube is a Google company, why is iOS getting it first? I never understood that. I don't figure Android would be like king with all Google platforms, but I guess
not Google refusing to act like properly invest in its own platform.
That part. It's like,
I was watching a video on RSS readers today, and the guy showed Google Reader, and then I got sad and depressed. Pulse, that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, Pulse. Let's see here.
Major said it was phrased as a question, but to be clear, it was not a question.
The platform is also adding a tool that lets users quickly build off of and remix existing shorts. They only have to tap the remix button and select use sound in the shorts player to automatically surface the audio and effect used in the clip they just watched. Users can then apply both sound and effect to their own post. What? In addition, YouTube will start testing a new recomposition tool in the coming weeks designed to simplify transforming horizontal videos into vertical shorts. The tool will give creators a way to adjust the layout, zoom, and crop of the segment that they want to use after they've chosen a video to remix, giving them an easy way to reshare old footage in a new format. They can also choose to use the new split screen effect for the video they're recomposing. Will it track a subject? If it doesn't, I don't care.
What do you mean, will it track a subject?
Like if the subject in the video I am trying to remix in a vertical format is moving from the left side of a horizontal video to the right side.
Oh, okay.
So I can keep the subject in frame. I don't see that being mentioned. Also, again, not seeing time extensions, so it's a no-go. As I've told Kev, he needs to move his content to TikTok so I can see it.
And I am.
I eagerly await it.
Right.
It's going to be great. I would like to like more of his content. He posts everything on he posts everything on YouTube. He's like,
because that's what my channel is. That's what the gaming content is.
Well, mine's on YouTube too, but TikTok's for the vertical videos.
Right, and I'm gonna do that too.
I get to say, hey, go watch YouTube for the real shit.
You know something, Kevin? Be encouraged. I'm going to watch the things on YouTube because I think TikTok is the bane of my existence, and unless someone sends me a link to TikTok, I will not watch it because I do not have an account.
I'm closing all of my accounts except for Mastodon and TikTok.
I appreciate that.
My YouTube channel is going away.
Why?
Oh wait, it can't. I forgot it can't. I have too many things. Oh no, I have too many things invested in Google. Oh shit, what have I done?
Not you being invested in the evil platform.
What have I done? Oh, you know what? I need somebody to test that Nextcloud link I posted in Discord so that I know if it actually can be seen by people outside of Nextcloud, and then I can stop using Google Docs for these show notes. How the turns have tabled.
I love how Major is saying this like I am going to read show notes in other places. I'm kidding. I will probably.
I mean, it's a link. It's a doc link. You know, I'm just saying. But in what is to be my favorite story ever until I realize my wallet is empty and I can't afford any of these. Western Digital hard disk drive capacity? It's 28 terabytes as Seagate looks to 30 terabytes and beyond. because that's what we need. More storage. Give me all of the storage.
How do you feel about storage, Major? I was just wondering the other day, and I wasn't sure.
I love it. I could just hold all the things and have all the data. And it would be with me forever. Kev, would you like some data? Would you like a giant hard drive?
I mean, if you're offering, I'll take it.
Unfortunately, I am not offering.
Okay.
How are you gonna ask it? You know something?
Look, I'm just asking about his interest in giant hard drives. My bad. I'm sorry. I would like to know what my friends are into. I just happen to be into big hard drives, and I cannot lie.
You worked so hard for that. You know something?
I like big drives, and yeah, I lost the beat. Oh no.
He likes big drives and he cannot lie.
Here we go.
I got you.
Thank you. Now moving on to gaming news. Reject all of it. Baldur's Gate 3 released today. And I imagine everybody, started playing at the same time in the middle of the fucking day. Because once it was live, everybody had to download 122 gigabytes of data all at the same time. It's like they started at 9 and by lunchtime it was ready to go. So yeah. Hope everybody's data caps are okay. Yep, there's no preload. There was no preload. So everybody, like when that game went live, everybody had to download right then. And they blame it on the fact that early access was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what the fuck, bro? Had this early access, Larian regularly pushed out 80 gigabyte patches. For what? Was the dice just huge? Like what?
Child, they're modeling that dice in real time in like Ultra's HD 16K.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Merge said there's only room for one of us in this house. This game is basically its own person at this point. I didn't ask for a roommate. We gotta go.
So that makes me want to push this story up, seeing that we're still talking about storage. Hey, the PS5 beta came out this week too. And guess what it enables? Support for 8 terabyte NVMe Gen 4 drives. You can probably install the entire PS5 library on here. Especially its first party, but I imagine you can put your first party games probably on a terabyte drive because there ain't none.
So I remember when this first came out and we were talking about like the storage things and how they weren't letting you like put your own storage in here. And now here we are with like, you can put 8 terabytes in here, I guess. What a story of growth.
Verge says, so back to Baldur's Gate. They were adding tons of content, but what was worse is that most patches were not backwards compatible. You lost progress every few months. Fuck that.
Right. Thank you, everybody, for coming to this podcast today, because I'm logging out after reading that statement. You a whole lie.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel offended by Pulse's question. Who needs that much space? Who needs 8 terabytes of SSD storage?
Pulse does not know the master of this podcast. The space is needed. Who needs that much space? Everyone.
I don't even know how I can even do this. Let's see. No, see, yeah, I can't. I can't. Because like I've customized it only for Sin. But what I really wanted to do is like put my face up where like the Sin cam is. Like I am that person. I am that person.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants 8 terabytes of NVMe Gen 4 space? No, that's not it. That's on AWS, by the way, and it's surprisingly not even that much. My AWS bill just only jumped up to $10, which I was very surprised. But I imagine as time goes on, it's going to get worse. Let's see here. Also, it looks like these jobs cost like $1,000. Like this one, which actually is on the cover or the actual featured image of the article. So yes, $1,000. I use Sabrent hard drives in my Steam Deck. No, this one is SSD only, but you can get one with a heatsink for $20 more. But it won't fit in your PS5. Can you run the PS5 with, oh wait, yeah, because you would need to take off of the wing too. Can you run a PS5 when it's just like fucking open without the wings? Cut a hole in the panel. Yo, it's like a PS5 with a fucking supercharger on it. Yo, I want to do that now. Ooh, that would
just
be dope.
Liquid cool it. Oh yeah. My god!
If you go and cut a hole in your PS5 just to try to cool this SSD, why not just liquid cool the SSD? That actually sounds kind of fun. That actually does sound kind of fun. We're gonna liquid cool the SSD. It's gonna be great.
This is a problem. Y'all are speaking to the inner soul of Major, who looks for and seeks out at all times a bespoke solution to most things.
And really dumb ones at that. I was walking around my house the other day like, yo, like, I need a project. What can I do? Oh, but
I'm waiting for Major to go, okay, but what if all of my appliances were recessed into the wall and he just walks in with a chainsaw and starts cutting holes into the wall?
I mean, no. But don't worry. I am happy right now. I have this. This is a fan with the water bottle attached to it. And it keeps me really cool.
It sounds like my milk frother.
Yes, let me turn this off. I do not use RTX voice on my shit, so that came through. Yeah, but yeah, 8 terabytes in the PS5. Who's game? Let's just get all the storage. I would like to install 8 terabytes of fucking storage in this PC right now.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Wait,
that was we did merge. I think it was that DIY perks guy.
Yes, it was. There was an article. I think we may have even talked about it on this show. I don't remember. I remember he also made a breathing PC.
Yep. He did. He made the PC.
I'm sorry, they made a what?
A breathing PC?
Yeah, breathing PC. Did a PC that didn't require any cooling. That didn't require any like airflow, so it was like passive cooling. I think he did. I think the last video that I'd heard about was I think the submergible PC, but I haven't watched that one yet. We typically watch his videos a lot.
Yeah, it was
So.
like a bronze-looking slab of a thing
Yeah,
that seemed more work than it needed to be because all of the shit was just outside of it. And I'm like, yeah. that I'm okay.
with the exception of the desktop PC and like the hidden monitor, I think that was kind of like the cool shit that he's done. But outside of that, it's mostly like thought processes and like, yeah, I think he's just doing the most.
Yeah, I looked at that. I was like, yeah, no, just no.
Yeah.
No. I'll pass on that. Xbox Live Games with Gold. It's going away.
Yep.
And they did not really give us much to go on for a parting gift. Blue Fire and Inertial Drift are the two games that are available for Games with Gold this month. But remember, back in the day, they used to give us some fucking bangers, like Dark Souls, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, Sniper Elite 2, Tropico 4, and Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. They gave us bangers back in the day.
Yeah.
But Blue Fire and Inertial Drift are what we're ending Xbox Live Games with Gold with. I remember when that shit was coming out and like they were offering Fable, one of the Fable games, right?
Mm-hmm.
People, because they hadn't announced it yet, people thought that it was a glitch. And like, I remember like the articles coming up late at night because I was working second and third shift. And like, yo, like Fable, whatever. I'm just gonna say Fable for sake of argument. Like Fable is free on Xbox right now. Go download it. This may be a mistake. I don't know. Nobody said anything, but look, go claim it right now while it's still free. And then Microsoft, like later on that day, was like, oh yeah, this is our new program, Games with Gold. Fable is one of the games that's free this month. You should check it out. And I was like, damn. Thought we were getting over on Big Green, but no. Good times. Good times. Now people will only say, look, I would buy this game, but it's probably, instead of saying, I will buy this game, but it's probably going to come out on Games with Gold soon, they'll just say, I will buy this game, but it's probably going to come on Game Pass soon. And just like last time we talked, do not get gold. I mean, don't get core. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Just get regular Game Pass. It's just $1 more a month. And have access to hundreds of titles, not 25 random titles that barely cycle.
For example, Exoprimal.
Yes, Exoprimal, a game to be played on Game Pass. But that's right, Ultimate for Life, baby. PC, console, it's good. Speaking of Game Pass, these games are coming to Game Pass. That's right. I'm moving articles around.
Oh,
I'm just you can't see me. You can't see me. I'm just.
Never let them know your next move.
That's right. Coming to Game Pass this month, Broforce Forever, Everspace 2, A Short Hike, and more. Celeste is coming, or is already on Game Pass for cloud console and PC. A Short Hike got released today.
Mm-hmm.
Broforce Forever, which looks like the Expendables but a video game, comes out on the 8th. Limbo.
I mean, because it is.
Limbo on the 9th. Airborne Kingdom on the 10th. Everspace 2 coming on August 15th.
I'm looking forward to Airborne Kingdom because I believe I played that in the demo. That's pretty cool.
And of course, leaving on the 15th, Death Stranding, Edge of Eternity, Midnight Fight Express, and Total War Warhammer 3. Let's see. Let's do a good news story about a game that's coming to Game Pass. Xbox seemingly confirms consumer-friendly Starfield feature and cross-save support at launch. Now remember, we were talking about Game Pass Ultimate and how, you know, you got PC, got the best of both worlds, PC and console. Well, Starfield's coming to both through Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
You can cross-save if you want, and that's all good. Yep. But let's say if you don't have Game Pass, you only need to buy Starfield once, and you get it on both Xbox and PC. That's right, everybody. Yeah. We've not seen it in God knows how long, but Xbox Play Anywhere still exists, and it's coming to Starfield. If you're not aware of Xbox Play Anywhere feature, it's widely regarded as one of the Microsoft's best and most consumer-friendly perks. It is a cross-device compatibility suite that allows players to buy the game once and download it on all Microsoft platforms with saves and achievements carrying over between devices.
Yes.
The absolute best.
The best, yes.
The one thing we want. Buy it once, play it anywhere.
That's right.
It's cloud, that's console, that's PC. Well, maybe cloud if you have Game Pass Ultimate, but if you have Game Pass Ultimate, why are you buying Starfield? It's just there.
That part. Say that $70.
Yeah. We know Game Pass just got more expensive. We get that. We hear you.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Save that $70 and buy some indie games with it. Yeah.
It's maybe the one place where you don't buy this game on Steam.
Quick, I just wanted to interject real quick that cause see, I love me some 2 Point Studio, cause y'all know I love me the hospital and the campus. When Campus was leaving Game Pass, cause I think Campus left the 31st, they instituted a save file transfer for all. So if you play,
we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I just want to reiterate.
Okay.
So love that, and I love the fact that more games are doing the thing where it's like, we know you played on one platform, so you can basically kick it to another platform whenever you desire to do so. So hand clap praise to them for doing that, because that's pretty awesome. I just wanted to say it again because I was like, oh, 2 Point, love it. They did that thing, and I like that.
Let's see, and odd bizarre news coming for Game Pass. As soon as I reject it all, Hasbro claims about classic Transformer games being lost on Activision. Oh wow, this article has been updated since I last read it.
Updates.
So Hasbro's claims about classic Transformer games being lost on Activision's hard drives were made in error. Hasbro apologized to Activision and regrets any confusion. Update: Hasbro has now clarified their previous comments, claiming they were made in error. To clarify, comments that suggest Transformer games have been lost were made in error. We apologize to Activision and regret any confusion. They've been great partners, and we look forward to future opportunities to work together. However, I include this because Hasbro just flat out said Activision lost our games. It's sitting on a hard drive. We don't know where the fuck they are. and we wish they would find them because we want to see these games on Game Pass. Which I don't know if Game Pass is causing people to lose money. And Hasbro's a big company. I mean, they just released fucking the Barbie fucking movie and probably made like hand over fist money. And Transformers is still a fucking, you know, good ass property for them.
Yeah.
I don't see how them like, it doesn't make sense. Why would they, you know, go to something that would harm them? But yeah, I guess that's moot now.
I don't see the downside in that.
But I guess it's moot now because nobody knows what those games are, I guess. But here's the original statement. Quote, sadly, apparently Activision is not sure what hard drives they're on in their building. When a company eats a company that eats a company, things get lost, and that's very frustrating. Wow. Okay. So Post asks, wouldn't they already be on Microsoft servers? The originals, maybe, but like they may have wanted like some updates to be made to like, all right, let's get this thing looking better on the Xbox Series X or something. Like the Xbox can only do but so much to make it look better on their consoles. Maybe they wanted to go in and like, hey, give this to a studio to kind of bump up those assets a little bit. Maybe do a little work on the performance. And I mean, even then too at Microsoft, if they can get access to the code, I think they even do some work to get it running better on the Series S and X. So I mean, it's always better to have the code than it is to not have it. But apparently, we still don't know where that code is. So we may never see those Transformer games on Game Pass. Maybe, I don't know. But back to good news with Microsoft. Apparently, you can now order replacement parts for your Xbox controllers.
Ooh.
You know, joysticks, thumbstick, D-pads, buttons, PCB boards, the actual plate, like the plates and shit.
Dang. See, right to repair. Let's go.
There are even instructions on how to fix stick drift on these controllers, but I tried to open my Elite and could not get it open. I now want to find somebody who lives close to me who could possibly repair it, because I at least know that it can be repaired. Opening the Elite is a pain in the ass. Yeah, tell me about it. The potentiometers for sale, I believe they are. Let's see, I just saw them before. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's not here where I found them. It was on iFixit. Well, at least it's this. I'm not sure if this is what you're looking for. I could have sworn something said potentiometer at one point. Yeah, so they'll sell you the part that you can use to replace it if you need to. They only sell it for the Elite Series 2 because it looks like the Elite Series 1 stick is soldered onto the board. Oh wow, they're saying that this one is difficult to do. I tried following this document. It says it takes 10 to 15 minutes, but I could not even get past this step. But yeah. So if you're looking to repair your Xbox controllers, you can do that. There are instructions on how to do it over at iFixit, and Microsoft will sell you the parts for some of this stuff. So, apparently there's even a video on how to do it. Maybe I should watch this.
Maybe
I should watch it instead of trying to read the document. Maybe if I watch it and see how he does it, maybe I can get it open a little bit easier.
Yes.
Because that was the thing I really wish I could have seen. It's like, all right, I see that you opened it, but how the fuck did you open this? What am I doing wrong? Because I have an iFixit kit here at the house. It's like, I'm using the tools you are telling me to use, and this shit ain't fucking working.
The way I be sitting in here and watching like repair and restoration videos. So
what's them little saw, like them little saws, like handheld and shit that you use like cut open locks and shit. I would use that just to cut into the plastic of the controller just to get in there and open it up and just buy a new faceplate. Is it a bolt cutter?
Mm-hmm.
A handsaw? I think it's a handsaw. Nah. Handsaw? No, that's not it.
Does it look like a little pizza cutter with a button on it?
No, it's like a blade. The blade is perpendicular to the handle.
Yep, it's one of those pizza cutter looking things. I know what you're talking about. I got you. Hold on.
Do an electric lock saw and see what that does. A Dremel? It might be a Dremel. Wait, Dremel is a...
Yep, a Dremel might be the thing you're thinking of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh shit. Wait.
Dremel, yeah.
Dremel is a brand name, but what is the name of the damn tool? Is it a compact saw?
Mm-mm.
Rotary. There we go.
Word.
A Dremel rotary saw. It's this motherfucker.
It's like Kleenex and Xerox.
Yeah. Or Jello, yes. Yes, so
probably a mini rotary saw.
Yes, I would use something like this to open the fucking Xbox controller, just to open it up and then buy a new faceplate. So, yep. Look, it was a whole thing. Don't ask.
Major, I'm just gonna ask, how much, what is the dollar amount of money you spent on replacing faceplates?
On what? I've not fixed the controller before. I'm saying this is what I would have ended up using because I was so frustrated trying to open up the controller the other day. I do not own this, or I feel like I would have known what the fuck this was. Like, this is saying what I would like to have so I can open the controller because I can't open it. But now that there's a video I can watch, maybe I'll just watch the video and not do any of this. Mainly because I don't have the money to do any of this. But yes, a Dremel would be what I was envisioning. So I'm gonna take this page and I'm gonna move it over here. I'm gonna need that for later. That's over there, my personal collection. Just wish the quality on the Series 2 was better so the failures weren't so common. Me too. Or that I could open it like a DualSense Edge and just replace the damn stick. It's the only reason why I wanted to spend $200 on a controller, just so I could do that. Let's see what's coming out this month. What games we got coming out this month? Now that I have a list of games, let's talk about some games that are coming out this month. Like Baldur's Gate 3, which is out right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
For Windows PC.
And people are having a wonderful time with it, and I love that for every single one of you who are playing this game.
Yeah. Same. I'm watching Tiff play it, and so got Gourd, WrestleQuest,
which it just says Gourd, but there's nothing for it other than
now. I know
the consoles it's coming out.
Yeah, I know what Gourd is. Gourd is basically like a very like dark, brooding, medieval, Norse, kind of like Norse inspired city builder, which is weird, but also kind of cool. So
Maybe that's why they didn't include it. Is like that does not sound like a good time. For somebody it is. For somebody it is.
Yeah.
It's just like meh.
It's like that's not really on my. That's not like as far as city builders go. That wasn't on my to-do list. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let other people cook with it. So.
Let's see. Yeah, WrestleQuest is coming out on the 8th as well.
I played that. That one was actually pretty cool, but I don't know if that one's gonna be on my particular list. But yeah, it's kind of like if wrestling meets like the Lego movie in a way, where just basically like action figure toy, like wrestling toys wrestling with it, so it's kind of a thing. It's cool though.
August 10th, Atlas Fallen and Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. Definitely check out Stray Gods gameplay over at youtube.com/MajorLinux. I did a major offline for it. I am now on board with singing because it then made me want to ask a whole bunch of questions about things. August 15th, Blasphemous 2, Everspace 2, which apparently is coming out day and date on, wait, no? Because that says Xbox One and PS4. Is Everspace 2 just already out for the Series X? Anywho, Everspace 2 is coming out for PS4, Windows PC, and Xbox One on the 10th. Right. Moving Out 2 is coming out on the 10th. August 17th, Vampire Survivors is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Until the Switch just melts because of everything on screen.
Yeah.
Everspace 2 was out on PC Game Pass already. So then why is it coming out for Windows PC? Answer the question. No. August 18th, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. That is a dope sounding video game title.
That's a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio.
I feel like everything that looks like that is a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio.
No,
because I hear that about everything that's like cell shaded, that's got, graffiti punks on skates, and there's quite a bit of them that exist.
Yeah, this one has the music. This one's got the guy who did the music.
I feel like, look, I got the guy that hit the enter cue that one time, or the guy who put the semicolon in to make it compile.
Yep.
Also, August 18th, Madden NFL 24 and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. On August 22, Immortals of Avium, Call of Duty with magic. August 25th, that's right, that's my day. It's time for me to celebrate. Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. I am hoping to make that my first From Software game to ever play.
Yes.
even though Dark Souls 2 is installed on my Steam Deck and my PC.
I am going to be very interested to see what your thoughts on this are, because I understand, like, it's being FromSoft. I think there is a kind of a particular and unique experience that Armored Core is, in seeing it bleed into Dark Souls a bit. I'm curious about how they're going to manage to do that.
I heard that it's not going to be as Dark Souls as other Souls-likes that they make are. Also, it's not in a it's not in a gross fantasy setting with grotesque things that are coming out of the ground. I like mechs. I feel like I would understand what's happening with a mech than I would like what is going on with Mr. Longbottom of Dreary River and the Church of the Everlasting Stream Deckification of the blood of my iPhone. It's like, just stop. Who keeps track of all of this? This is the reason why the damn what's it, the Fire and Ice books, where the Game of Thrones books aren't done, because George R.R. Martin decided he just wanted to write a whole bunch of shit that was in his head now. So y'all made this into a video game, and FromSoft was like, bet. August 29th, Samba de Amigo Party Central. It's coming to Nintendo Switch. Sea of Stars also coming on the 29th, and Deceit 2 on August 31st.
Sea of Stars, I'm looking forward to that one. That is the like the Chrono Trigger homage. Also, a lot of the music is coming from the guy, I believe the guy who did that, and I believe so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, and that's going to be day one on the Game Pass.
Religious?
No.
Because, I don't know. Sometimes I kind of want to play that Chrono Trigger game, but it's like everything is like analogous to Christianity. And I'm like, yeah, it's the same reason why I don't watch Evangelion. I don't need to be beaten upside the head with it.
I don't think Chrono Trigger was that.
Really?
No.
Chrono Trigger did not have overt, like very, very heavy-handed references to Christianity. That's all I've read. That's all I've read about that game. No.
Have you played
Which game?
Chrono Trigger.
No, it's not.
It's not what?
Like,
I swear.
It's kind of like it's really about time travel. It's really just about time travel. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Wait, what are we talking about here?
Chrono Trigger.
Like, really just about time travel.
I feel like I've missed something in how we ended up in this drive-through, but you know something? I'll take a chocolate shake in case and if the milk machine isn't broken. Thanks.
Yeah, like I said, Mate's not gonna play that game, so it's all good.
I'm not.
But yeah, it's not that. Continue. It's really just you're not playing. You're really not going. You. I don't know where you read that. It's totally wrong. But you're not gonna play the game anyway, so it's all good.
You don't know me. You don't know my life.
Now play it then. Done it.
How much it costs?
It'd be $7 on sale. It's $7 on sale. It's like most times it's like $15.
Is it $7 right now?
I don't know if it's $7 right now. Let me take Green Man.
Why am I not signed on to Steam on Firefox? I do have Steam open over here. Let's go look.
It is not on sale on Green Man. Let me check Steam.
It is
also not on sale. Yeah, it's not on sale. It's not on sale.
How old I am, Steve? Why do you keep asking me?
Yeah, what I'm. Which is funny though, because it's like, is it that adult? Because it really isn't that adult.
I really felt like that's what I heard. That's what I saw somewhere. I don't know.
Because that was like, yeah, I was wrong.
Look, it's fine. It's fine if it's not, but
Now Blasphemous is all about Christianity, bro.
Oh shit! You know what I think it was?
Well, there was a Frog Knight. Yeah, it was.
No, you know what I think? You know what I think it was?
It's probably Xenogears.
No, it was Chrono Trigger I was thinking about, but I think what it was is like one day, like when I was like just on an internet deep dive of shit, or probably more specifically a YouTube deep dive of shit. I came across a game theory video.
Yeah.
That kind of made those alignments, and it's like, okay, I can see it. I can see it. You know what? Just because, and this is also prior to medication, to where it's like, if it was just even a tinge, I'm out. It was like, nope, can't handle it, can't do it. Nah, I'm good over here. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. No. I still stand by Evangelion being that though.
Oh yeah,
I've seen plenty.
Oh yes, I stand 10 toes down about that allegory.
I mean, the fact that the title is Evangelion is what you need to know here, as far as that reference goes. The title itself is a whole reference.
Yeah, it's like I don't need any of this. It just like, and I've seen enough chunks of that, like as people are covering it. This shit just seems fucking weird. I don't know if I need this kind of mind fucking. This is even with medication. I don't need this mind fuck. I'm gonna just be like, you know what?
Yeah, like if
this
you're not,
anime just
like,
isn't for me. I'm just gonna go over here. Watch Ghost
right.
in the Shell.
One of those.
Think about Eastern philosophy.
Like, listen, it is absolutely the kind of show that you watch and then you just, like, depending on where you're at, just gotta stare at the wall for a while and go, okay, now let me think about what just happened. And if that's not your vibe, then that's fine.
Yeah, like when the Animatrix fucks me up, man, it's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. It's that one anime that you watch during your early anime journey, and then you just be like, yeah, no, I'm good. It's either you love it and you will always talk of its virtues, or you will never watch it again.
Yeah,
I will never watch it again.
Yeah, I'm good.
I would like to direct you to option number 3, which is you will, however, look for gospel groups singing Cruel Angel Thesis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did see that.
What did he say?
No, he said like Sin said, look, you might see like you might see a gospel group singing the OP for Evangelion, which is a Cruel Angel's Thesis.
You know what? Yeah, I've seen it. I will listen to that. That is about as much.
It's an amazing song.
Yeah, that's about as much as Evangelion that I will ever consume is that opening theme, and that's it. It's literally like right there.
It's literally like if like anime was a country, a Cruel Angel's Thesis would be its national anthem. Like
yeah, but that's where Evangelion stops for me. It's like, oh, the theme is done? Okay, cool. All right, move on. Next, Death Note? Sure, we can watch Death Note.
And Smile Bomb would be like America the Beautiful. Like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like Death Note, sure. We could talk about like the ethical ramifications of, taking justice into your own hands. Cool, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost in the Shell, what does it mean to be alive? Yeah, let's go. Let's tackle those. If they got out, nah.
No.
I'm okay.
Where you're literally fighting beings.
What is mind game? I'm afraid to look this up. Also, I'm mad that I copied and pasted I'm glad I was about to copy and paste mind game. It's like what is this? What the fuck, man? I already don't trust it. Also, the fact like it looks like that, right? But then like I see a thumbnail for a trailer and it's a woman in a bikini.
I'm looking at the images and I'm like, nah, this is good. I'm good.
Oh, it's an anthology film.
Yeah, it's like Robot Carnival. But anyway, we shall continue.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna put this over here with the rest of my shit to check into later. I feel like a Wikipedia hole is about to happen now. Oh boy, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for like the rest of my night now. It's just gonna be fucked. All right, so time for some streaming news, and this was brought to my attention from Young. Shout out to Young in Major's House Discord. Of course, you can join the Major's House Discord by going to majors.house/discord. I think I have a button for that. I have a social button. Yes, it works. You should definitely go there. Follow me on social, but specifically get into that Discord where we talk about the tech and gaming stories and more. Including this one where Zach Bussey of Twitter, from Twitter, of the "Hey, I've got Twitch and streaming news for you" fame, put out a tweet earlier today talking about some security researchers who looked into Kick and saw that there were several vulnerabilities related to file access and cookies. And then linked to this blog here from maya.crimew.gay. That is a name of that is a URL. Also, the website has a little cat that follows my mouse cursor. Let's see. So let's see. They've got chat message fabrication. Or you know what? Hey, ChatGPT is good for something, right?
Now, here's the thing. This is the thing that Major wanted ChatGPT to do with these articles earlier today.
Yes. It sums it up and explains it as if I'm 5, and I appreciate it. So, okay, imagine you have a special website called kick.com where you can share pictures with your friends, but some people found a problem in how the website works that could cause trouble. One problem is called arbitrary file write. It's like having a magic pen that can write anything, even things it's not supposed to write. With this magic pen, they can make oh my God, this is so funny. I love it. With this magic pen, they can make the website upload any type of file, not just pictures. This can be dangerous because they might upload bad things like viruses or harmful files. And I realize my name is in the way of me moving my hands like, oh no. Yeah, thank you.
Here.
Yeah, you can see me. I forgot you can see me in Discord do that. Another problem is called XSS, which stands for cross-site scripting. It's like someone sneaking a secret message into a cookie jar. Cookies are little treats that websites store on your computer to remember things about you. These cookies usually have important information like passwords or things that prove you are you. But because of the problem, someone could put bad messages in those cookies, and then they could pretend to be you and do bad things on the website. The website also didn't protect the cookies very well. Normally, cookies are kept safe in a locked box that only the website can open. But in this case, anyone could open the box and see all the cookies. So the bad people could take your cookies and pretend to be you on any part of the website. So the people who found these problems were worried that bad guys could do bad things because of these mistakes. They told Kick about it so they can fix the problems and make the website safer for everyone.
I would like to read part 2.
Please do. Also, I realize that is very small. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, there we go. We're ready.
Okay, imagine the website kick.com again. This time, there's a problem that lets anyone see the pictures and files that users upload, even if they're supposed to be private. It's like someone leaving a big box of toys outside their house, and anyone passing by can take a look inside and play with the toys. So this special place where they keep all the pictures and files is called a bucket. But the problem is, the bucket was not locked properly. It's like leaving the box of toys unlocked so anyone can just open it and see what's inside. Even if you delete your pictures or files from the website, they are still in the unlocked bucket.
What?
It's like you tried to put your toys back in your room to keep them safe, but someone snuck in and took them back out. And because of this mistake, people who are not supposed to see these private pictures and files can now look at them. It's like they can see things that are not meant for them, and that's not good because it might break some rules about privacy. Someone found this problem and told the people who run the website about it, but it seems they were too busy or lazy to fix it. So this issue is still there. Now, that person is trying to keep a record of all the things that they can see in the unlocked bucket to show how serious the problem is. Remember, it's important to keep our things safe and not let others see what's private to us. Just like you wouldn't want someone to take your toys without asking, people using websites wouldn't want their pictures and files to be seen by everyone.
Okay. Just let's walk away from a second. Let's not talk about kick.com for a second. Let's talk about ChatGPT. Y'all can't say that's not dope. That's dope. That is just dope. Because quite frankly, I'm just gonna put on I would not be able to understand any of this. It was only when I started reading it, I was like, oh wait, yeah, no, let me switch to this.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe, just maybe, I'd understand it, but yeah, no, dog. Again, just want to put it out there. Look, I know Twitch has its issues. I get it. But Kick ain't it. Kick ain't it. I've been saying it since the beginning. Since Anka showed up, shout out to the GOAT. When Anka showed up and it started asking questions about Kick, and I did my little, my first security researcher, pull out my little Fisher Price spyglass, like, what's going on over here? Oh no, this doesn't look right. And then letting somebody else, like a grown-up, actually do this shit. This doesn't look good. Merge, like that's the conclusion I came to, because they were using all of Twitch's shit.
Yep. Yeah, I basically just like pulled up the website and was like, "Ooh, this is Twitch. I want to do this." I don't want to be on another flavor of Twitch. Now, when I can just be on Twitch.
I'm just saying.
If we want to be shady about it, why be on a version of Twitch that has worse moderation policies?
Because freedom.
Child, I went to kick.com and saw what was on the front page, and then saw, like I told Major and Kevin earlier before the show.
Kev, save your man. Save Clinton. Save Clinton. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is.
I came here and I looked at this, and all I saw was like we're here because basically the logic that they gave here was this is the website for people who would have made it in a COD lobby back in 1992. Girl, no.
Look, Clinton, all I can do for you is just show you these links. You need to look at them. Look, if you could understand the tech, like the tech shit, the InfoSec shit, There's the actual
Like,
blog,
here's the thing.
blog article up top. And then again, I put my toot in there so that you can see the explain it like I'm 5 explanations. Because like that is not a place you want to be.
Not for long term. Not
at all. Just not at all.
Not as a main, like, yo, I'm gonna need to like have my stuff here. I'd be like, start the process of bowing out.
Go, like Kevin said, go ahead and clock out for me.
Yeah, like I didn't even start. Like I was gonna
Don't look, Kev. I've done it for you, so you don't have to. Don't. Just go paper over this door. We'll paper over it. It doesn't exist. There's no kick.com.
Yeah, because like I say, I wasn't even gonna make a Kevy Kev Show account. I was just gonna make like a throwaway account to just kind of like peruse the alleys and just kind of like what's over here.
Launch a VM, go there, and then say install a VPN on your VM. And install another VPN on your main system and go through 2 levels of VPNs.
Yeah,
and
I'm not even going.
And then create an account with a temporary email. And the username is Booty Rump Shaker 6969 420.
Not Booty Rump Shaker, Lord.
Where did he go? Where did Kev go? I've been streaming on Twitch since Justice TV. I picked up more followers on Kick in a couple months than I haven't. Okay, I mean,
I guess
but again, it's a thing of like, hey, your security is at risk, your machine is at risk. Do them followers really mean that much? Privacy. I mean, it's the same thing of like. Sure, I may have had more followers on Twitter, but I don't know. I sure as shit don't want to see ads of white nationalists underneath my posts.
I guess here's the thing. For a
and
lot
also,
of this,
also
right?
points out a good point too. Is it a number that's just going up? Are they talking to you?
Well, I mean, I guess aside from that, on a very real consideration for some of this stuff, I think a lot of it also means, or kind of dealing with, there are different things that people want or need from these platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And that can make, like discussing this stuff just kind of a whole thing. Because, you get into, what's the discoverability like? What's this like? What's that like? You start talking about it.
I feel
what are the tools? What are the tools? Where is the engagement?
I feel like all of that is moot if your privacy is at risk.
Well, I mean, the thing is, all of that stuff is moot, but like there is the open discussion, right, of, hey, privacy issues are bad. I think everybody knows this, and I don't know if anybody is going to reasonably argue with that point. So, like, that is here. The secondary discussion I'm having is the reason that I like this platform is because of a discoverability issue. But, like, the thing, or, like, having more follows or what have you on these platforms, which, understandable because people like being visible on these platforms because that's what you're here for, generally speaking. However, it's also if I'm going to a platform, visibility is number 2 on this list because you have to deal with nonsense like hate raids and shit. If I have to deal with that, the first thing is going to be, what do I have to mitigate this to keep things safe if I need to? And then how easy is it to find me? In that order, based on the experiences I've had over the last 4 years of being on this platform. So, like, I'm here. Basically, diverging conversation from main topic is what's happening.
Right. And because people are like seeking like newer alternatives to the new thing, I can't kind of understand why people would just be like, yeah, I'm not really getting it from A, so I'm gonna go to this place where B is and then find it there. Now, again, this we also have to take into account of, not just discoverability, but also safety and security, but also safety and security of the people who are also rocking with you as well. You don't want to put that, you don't want to like take that for granted. But then you also notice that we can beat that drum, and we can beat that drum of security and be like, hey, this could be a problem. And it's like, oh, okay. It wouldn't affect me, or it won't be affecting me because the rewards outweigh the risk. The pros outweigh the cons, but there's some big cons,
Now that being said,
you heard me. It's a no.
No. Because again, I need you to take you out of it. But think about that under the person who is like literally.
So then let me say this, because I feel like right. So let me say this. I'm
not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
I get that.
Look at all of the picture.
I get that, and that's what I am.
Right.
I want to make sure I am clear in saying I'm not saying don't go to Kick, stay on Twitch.
Right.
Not the statement I'm making. I am saying you can go anywhere, just don't let it be Kick.
Right.
And I think for
just
kind of
don't let it be Kick. Like,
right.
Look, discoverability
also
can be number two, can be the top priority, but I feel like you said, the safety and security of yourself and your community, that should be number one, and Kick ain't it. Like, and Hive wasn't it either.
Right.
So it's like, do not go to Kick, do not go to Hive, because none of them motherfuckers know what the hell they're doing.
Right. But
I would say Mastodon and Oncast.
But see again, we can be the people that say, beat that drum and say, hey, don't do X, don't do Y, don't do Z. Or we can say, hey, we're beating the drum, but also ask them. Here's a list of questions that you might want to ask or do the research yourself to follow up and make sure that thing could be, because us saying don't do that, but then also, hey, why don't you ask them what are their moderation tools? How do they mitigate cyber attacks? What is their thing? And if they're not giving you the answer, then we can tell you, hey, all we can say is, hey, don't do it. But a lot of times we're literally sitting up there like Willy Wonka, be like, please stop, don't go to Kick.
Like part of me
feels
like
real quick though,
this stance is like,
right,
hey, we can't stop people from shooting up a place, so why would we spend the time waste time on trying to pass gun control? And I'm like,
So kind of to summarize the thing real quick on this, I feel like maybe this is best summarized as whatever platform you end up on is a platform that you end up on, and that's fine. What's not fine is being in places that don't do the due diligence that any platform, and I do mean any and all of them, should do to make sure that your data and stuff is secure and that people aren't accessing things that you did not give them permission to. That's just a baseline. Like, we're not asking for astronomical things. I'm not even recommending a platform. But if you go to a platform and the first thing they tell you is, our data is just wide open for anybody who wants to pick up things to pick this stuff up and run away with it, your answer should immediately be, thank you, but no thank you. I am going to move on to whatever the next is. And if you are in a place where you've already invested that time, and you find out that they're not doing the due diligence that they should do to make sure that just people aren't out here with your emails, your phone numbers, your logins, your passwords, doing nonsense and stuff like that. This should be a moment of going, oh, it's like that, and then moving accordingly.
Right, exactly. Because you don't want, because like say, when or if the platform folds, and then you're back on it again. So we want you to be like, we want you and your community to be safe, and be like, hey, maybe I'll need, like, we could tell you to not, but then ask them the questions. What what is their policy on monitoring tools? How do they mitigate, damages? If somebody could just, brute force this whole thing, are you stuck? Are you compromised? Is your people compromised?
I mean, as long as the computer's on, you're always compromised.
I mean, yeah, true. But I'm saying my thing is like, I'm saying this in the vein of the platform. I'm saying like, okay.
My thing is like hate raids are one thing, moderation tools are another thing. But again, if you are actively exploiting a website, moderation ain't doing shit for you.
Right.
Your shit just stolen. It's gone.
Right. And so yeah, I can pretty much say, hey, rather you not be on Kick.
You just don't go to Kick. Don't do it.
But if you're gonna be on Kick,
don't
start asking them questions.
They'll let y'all ask questions. I'm just gonna say, just don't.
I mean,
some people need direct statements. Like me.
No.
Don't.
You.
Yeah, I said like me. Like me. There are people like me. So look, if you leave it up to me because you didn't say whether or not I should, I'm just not going to move. So I'm going to tell you right now, for those who need it, for those who need this shit right now, get the fuck off of Kick. If you are looking at Kick, don't. If somebody mentions Kick, run 2 miles in the opposite direction of that person, even if it was on a computer. Run 2 miles away from your computer. Do not approach Kick.
Give me a second.
The views currently expressed reflect the views of one Major Marcus Summers. And not the entire podcast of Tech Talk Thursday, who also, as a collective, prefer that you be safe in your platform choices and internet exploration.
I don't appreciate being told that I own this shit and then be told that, it's just my view and not the views of my podcast, apparently.
You're welcome. Hold on for a moment.
Say it again.
Just know.
You're welcome.
There we go.
Just so we know.
because we understand people. We understand people is hard headed, but we do say, hey, we rather you didn't. If you're gonna be on there, be safe. But again, we told you so. Don't be like, but who told us? Major is literally sitting up there with a megaphone and battle cannons and saying no. Major is literally saying no. And I'm like, see, exactly.
Thank you, Sid. That's my whole point.
Points to Major.
That's my whole point. It's like there are platforms other than Twitch and Kick.
Right.
There are platforms other than Twitch and Kick. I'm just saying, I'd rather fuck the devil I know than the devil I don't. Especially when I found out a whole bunch of shit about the devil I don't.
Right.
All I know is that Twitch ain't doing that. All I know is that Twitch ain't doing what Kick is doing.
Right.
So right now, I am safer here than I would be on Kick from a InfoSec security standpoint. I'm not about to compromise myself just because of the fact that I want followers, because I want a clout chase. Not to say that's what you're doing, but I'm not going to compromise myself because I want people to follow me.
Oh.
Like, to keep it a band and a buck, because look, Kev come with the catchphrases, to keep it a band and a buck, I'm just saying, I have more engagement on Mastodon than I do on Twitter, and Twitter's a fucking dumpster fire. But that was also the devil I knew. Look, I found another place that can sit there and be home to a specific type of content that works for me, that is also safe for me.
I feel like, okay, so I'm going to suggest, for the sake of time, right, that if we have any more articles, that we're going to move to those. But I am going to add one just particular point about this. I need everybody here, and I'm not talking about Major or Kevin. I need everybody here to understand that the person, at least one of the three people, if not all three of the people to whom you are speaking, spent an entire month going, here's a list of every possible alternative platform that you could be on right now if you want to. It was like a month-long series of talking about like where streaming was, where we could be, the different things that go into what happens if you do this, what happens if you decide to build an infrastructure of your own, what that looks like, what that roadmap might look like, how that works, what costs are involved. That is a whole thing. And Major, it has been with a banner walking up and down every open street in Washington, D.C. and beyond, probably. Mind you, I'm saying this for dramatic effect, of being hey, there are places that you can be where you can do the things that you want to do and get the stuff that you want without having to put yourself at unnecessary risk for a lot of things, right? I feel like it just needs to be said, although we are on the platform, talking to you from the platform, Major Linux is not a Twitch advocate.
Neither am I.
He is a get it where you live and please do that in relative safety advocate. Safely. And has been doing that now for 100 episodes in this run of the show. So
and if I could say also own it if you can. Do not leave it to anybody else. Own your shit.
Right.
I can talk about alternatives, but the ones I will always recommend is, especially if you can, or if you can find somebody who can help you. Hi, hello, founder of majorshouse.com. Find a way to own your own shit. Because, again, this shit ain't forever. Nobody else's shit is fucking forever. Even with the big infrastructure. The shit ain't forever. They can change things like that, change the rules up on you like that, and everything goes to shit. I've demonstrated 2 different streaming platforms that I own the content for.
But yeah,
I guess just not advocating for Twitch. I'm just saying, look, not kidding.
I just want to put that out there and just be like, understand that the things that we're doing here are just an advisement for your own safety. And that being said, stay safe out there because it's real. That being said, talk to me about free play days real quick.
Before that, D-Live, I'd say I'd be worried about that too, unless you are into cryptocurrency. Yeah, I mean, again, I look at this shit too. I look at all the shit. The only one I've not looked at is the one that recently popped up, which is live.space. But yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. Not discrediting how long you've been streaming, how long you've been creating content. But, they come up with new shit every fucking day. You just gotta be careful. But yes, free play days. For Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Xbox Live Gold. For as long as it's around. Well, I guess it'll be around this weekend, right? WWE 2K23 Descenders and Dragon Ball FighterZ. It is Fighters, right? It's not Fighter Z.
Yep, it's Fighters, but it's spelled with a Z because Dragon Ball Z.
Why is it also capitalized?
Hmm?
Why is it?
Why is what capitalized?
The Z in Fighters.
Because that's Dragon Ball Z. It's the Z from Dragon Ball Z, like everything else. That's why they capitalized it that way. It's just branding.
It's so dumb. Of course, you've got until Thursday, August 3rd at 12:01 a.m. Pacific to Sunday, August 6th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific.
They gave you 3 days? That's it?
I mean, it's always been 3 days.
Why would I know this? But yeah,
it's literally the only thing that it's the end of almost every show.
No, why would I know that they only do this only 3 days? I don't pay attention to these things.
Yeah, it's free. I mean, if they did call it free play weekends, but yeah, these are normally weekend free games.
Something that's fair.
But yeah, Thursday until Sunday. So get your fight on, get your bike on. Descenders is not a good game. I heard 2K23. I heard 2K23 is good. I own Dragon Ball FighterZ and it is really good. Hey, if you're looking to watch some more content, youtube.com/MajorLinux. I was trying to play through the story of Dragon Ball FighterZ and then kind of lost. That, just like the fucking shonen anime it is fucking long as shit. I never finished the story of Dragon Ball FighterZ. but there is a lot of ass shots because of Ginyu Force.
Oh, Ginyu Force. What a time.
The Ginyu Force. Also a lot of cookies. It's a lot of cookies. But yeah, that's it. Descenders is just a bad game. Don't play it.
Okay, you know something? Then I will not. I will go ahead and try to. I'll do something with this bike back here instead.
Right. Look, there was a game on PS2 called Downhill. I think it was Downhill Domination, right? And that was a fun ass fucking game. I thought Descenders is like that essential game where you're riding these mountain bikes quickly down a hill, but it's just bad. It just plays so fucking bad. I just wish I had Downhill Domination. But again, nothing compares to what I really want to see again, which is Bushido Blade.
Ooh, you're speaking the ancient tongue here.
I want Bushido Blade back. Okay, I have a question to ask about a thing that happened 3 minutes ago. I will ask later. Didn't Ubisoft release a downhill racer? I know they're really steep. Did they release it in? Oh, I think you're talking about like Riders Republic. That might have a downhill racing component. I've not played Riders Republic though. For some reason, I feel like that's free. That game has to be free, right? I don't have Uplay. Uplay is installed, but I don't feel like opening it. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so it seems like everybody's got their hands on their face, and I'm gonna do it too. A word it's like that though? Well, I guess because Kev went away, Sid.
Yes.
What's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Well, the booth thing is here. So I'm going to be spending time with the young lady, reading books. Probably, I'm going to finish the last chapter of this book and return it to the library because, listen, God knows I've held their book prisoner for the last few months.
They not send a team over, like do a wellness check.
Listen, at this point, they're like probably 5 seconds away from it. Other than that, going to cook some stuff, catch up on some anime, maybe like see a friend or two over the weekend, and try to spend some more time out of the house. We've been trying to get outside and into some sunlight because listen, it's almost the end of summer. We're in August now. It's almost like we're 3 days into it. I should probably see more sunlight before the end of the summer.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry. I'm responding to this comment Digen made about Riders Republic. Who does Ubisoft think they are? Nintendo?
Wait, what happened?
Riders Republic is still $60.
Oh, that's rude. Who do they think? Yeah, they really do think they are Nintendo.
Like it came out yesterday. Fuck that.
Literally, whom's? The answer's no. And then I guess the only other thing is looking forward to hopefully some packages arriving in the mail. And I may or may not be taking myself on a little adventure to the package store. For those of you who know about the package store, package store.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times.
It's been a while since I've been there.
Same.
even when I had a job, it's been a while. But don't worry, I still have some souvenirs from years past that I look at every once in a while when I go reach for a box of cereal, and it's like, one day, but not today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kev, I'm gonna move on to you now.
Okay.
Just to make sure that you're gonna stay this time, because the second time I've tried to go to you for something and you just Wakanda'd me, like you're trying to fucking avoid me, and I'm like, sir, excuse me.
You want me to Wakanda again? Hold on.
Wait,
Hold on.
no, don't do it.
See, Major, you keep forgetting that. You know something? I'm going to explain this after the show. That's what I'm going to do.
There we go. But yes, probably try my hand at Palia, because Palia came out closed beta. It's open from the 2nd, which was yesterday, to the probably like the 10th. I've been having those like 1 in 10,000 issues where it's like I can't even log in. But the 30 minutes that I played yesterday was actually some of the most fun I've had in the game in a long time. It gives me that like Disney Dreamlight without like, it gives me that like Disney Dreamlight vibe about it, without Donald going like, just absolutely banana pancakes every 5 seconds, and then you hearing like a train whistle, and then it's like that's Donald just going off. Okay, so it's a really cool game. It's a really fun hang. It's crafting. It's joy. It was great in those 30 minutes. I did a few of the stress tests, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm having one of those 1 in 10,000 issues where I'm like, oh, I can't log in because reasons and stuff. So, but I'm looking forward to playing some more of that. Probably some much needed yard work, and also like saying I also need to get out and get some sun, get some form of sun. Though I've had way too much sun these like June, July, by going out for Juneteenth, and it rained my rainy Juneteenth, and then like some fun day, in July 8th, because we ain't trying to go out on July 4th, because that was the day that Will Smith saved the planet from aliens, and nothing else.
That's when Tiffany and I became exclusive.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's nice. That's something else. I'll add that to the list.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll add that to the list. But after that, nothing else. Yeah. Then what else? Just probably just relaxing. Go see my gorgeous gal, and pester her as she like says, hey, when you gonna take me to Five Below? And I'm like, I ain't got Five Below money, but I'll do the best I can. But I do got Dollar Tree money, so pull up.
See, I would say, man, that sounds like a bad time, but I understand that bad time.
Yeah, because it's like, because you realize like Five Below ain't necessarily Five Below no more.
No,
so
I'm thinking of it as literally $5, and like, shit, I ain't got that.
It's like
I tried to leave the house today. I looked my bank account $3. Fuck.
I would hit up that Five Below if that Five Below was really Five Below, but it's 5-ish.
Look, I was glad I found batteries in this house today, because I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah. So I'd be like, babe, we just gonna add that $1.25. Do the best we can. But yeah. So probably spend a little time with her. Squeezing some time, spend some time with her, and yeah, just do this. Staying, footloose and fancy free, and trying to be booked and busy more. I'm getting more of the booked, not so much the busy. So I had my I think I had my like first like computer-y job, and that was me just setting up two printers, and then telling them, hey, you can like network this, and it's like, Nandi? And it was like I networked it, and they were like, oh, it's magic, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. And yeah, we had good and got. That was fun, and got did a few odd jobs, and edited like mostly gospel music, and we move. So here's to being booked and semi busy, and for the rest of 2023, and prep for the year of the 4-0. So yeah. To be fine in 40, or at least fair in 40, fair to middling in 40, but yeah, and that's pretty much what I got going on.
Do you want
Techno Mage? I'm trying.
Yes, I want to open up mine.
Trade Tree Mechanic.
I want to open up mine by saying, by opening up with this quote, any sufficient technology or any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So yes, Kev, the techno mage. Kev.
Yep, Kev, the shade tree PC mechanic. Instead of being under a car, I'm under a desk.
Let's see. I don't have that picture somewhere around here.
Yeah, you really.
Have I shown?
Yeah, you really need to plug in all these things in these surge protectors now.
Oh, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I have a picture that I used to, like, back in the old days, a few years ago. Oh, there it is. See, I'll talk about Kev. Here we go. So I am the sorcerer supreme when it comes to technology. I am the grandmaster of IT. But this is with the incorrect drip. I'm gonna need somebody to go through and hook that up with the Leroy the Leroy fit, so I can finally be the grandmaster of IT. I need to get enough money so I can commission an artist to make that for me. Oh, that'd be an easier cosplay to do than Venom Snake anyway. It'd be hot. I was at Gotland though. Like, what is that? The GitLab sales rep pissed me off during my day job, so I'll be looking for a replacement. We'll be needing my favorite IT person soon. That's right. Favorite streamer, favorite IT guy. But while I am the IT guy and I can fix a lot of things, I cannot fix AC. So yes, this past week, if you've noticed that this channel has been very quiet this week, it's because of the fact that I've been suffering from AC issues. And was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not turning a computer on or nothing until we get this damn AC under control. So any posts that were coming out of the Mastodon account this week were a lot, I mean, at least at the beginning, were a lot of old posts because I just couldn't be bothered to open my laptop and just like go through my RSS feed. It's why like Wednesday, our show doc was really full because I was finally able to go through and just go through it like 2 to 3 days worth of articles that I just did not check. There were things I did not know happened because I did not want to open my laptop. Nothing I wanted to talk about. But that was made it a little bit easier because the fact that last weekend I did decide to do Lyft for the first time. It is fun. It is a lot better to, so far I've concluded it's better to do it during the day because then you're not hitting bar crowds with drunk people, belligerent people. Making better money than I was doing DoorDash, and again, it's better on my knees, so I'm very grateful for that. Let's see. So yeah, that's mainly it. Hopefully I'll be getting back to streaming next week. I think we're looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think I might come home one day this weekend and maybe do some truck simulator because Oklahoma came out this week. So with some of my nice windfall of new Lyft money, I picked up that DLC. Also, Dave the Diver. A lot of people have been talking about Dave the Diver, so I was like, all right, look, I got a little bit of money, $20. Let me see what this is about. That is my new Steam Deck game. And it was running great until I think they opened up the depths. And now it's starting to tank the FPS on my Steam Deck, and I am not happy about that. But if you're looking for a nice game, cool little indie game. Dave the Diver is really good. Loving the fucking Bushido Blade, Bushido Jones, excuse me, sushi chef.
Mm-hmm.
Like the animations for like when you're doing like crafting for weapons or like upgrading or researching dishes. The animations are funny as shit.
Yes.
My favorite one is when the chef is sharpening his knife and a cherry blossom petal just falls off of a tree and it slices itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it like it just like kind of goes, the camera goes past him. It's like the fish in the tank is like, oh shit.
Yeah,
every time I see that, I die laughing.
Yeah, the pixel sprite work is just gorgeous. Like, I have never seen like pixel cutscenes look that good.
It is a good fucking. It looks good. It is funny.
Yeah.
It's
on my list. It's on my list. It came. Oh.
I'm sorry. We'll talk about it in a second, but you can finish.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, it came out during a time when I'm like, I already had like a full plate, so I really couldn't jump on it. So I'm like, I seen who else was playing?
I know DJ Knight was streaming it at one point.
Yeah, DJ was playing a lot of it, so that was a lot of.
Yeah, I think that's what, like, I didn't watch any of it, but I knew every time I like was scrolling through TikTok or I was on, or like just because like, you know, I post PLC streamers on Discord, or my bot does at least. I would see that he was playing Dave the Diver when I was going through Discord, so I'm like, okay, he seems to like it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should see what this is about. Like, I mean, it was, again, $20 on Steam. I was like, let's see what this is, and it's a really good fucking game. I love it.
Yep, it's on my, I'm catching it. I'll probably catch it on one of the later sales, but I'm definitely gonna get it.
Let's see. No Post says, stay away from the RG Ally. Holy hell, just got my ARM8 Ally back today. Jeez. I'm reading the featured chat box, which splits words in the middle of a fucking word, so it's really hard to read. Just got my ARM8 Ally back today, and the left joystick doesn't go left or right. See, they wanted to cast aspersions on you. Now, actually, no, I'm sorry. Look, it's like me sitting there playing both sides, because I was definitely championing the ROG Ally. But again, I could have left you for the ROG. Oh, that sounds terrible too. I'm going to shut up. Steam Deck, I appreciate you. And that's where we're going to leave it. It's like, yeah, I could have left you, Steam Deck. Oh, wait, no, that sounds terrible too. It was
I can leave anytime I want. I'm not addicted.
Well, it was being ARM8 because the SD card reader is so much better than the Steam Deck, though. I mean, again, hardware wise, you're right, but and again, like it's the whole thing of, I don't know if I would stay away from the ROG Ally. Now, granted, like, is unfortunate that happened to you. I know that there are unfortunate things happen to the Steam Deck as well. Yeah, like it's that thing, like you're speaking out of hurt and anger because that shit happened to you, and I get that. But yeah, like, I mean, from a hardware standpoint, yeah, the ROG Ally is better. It's technically better than the Steam Deck. I would, like, again, if I was looking at both the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, I would have gone with the Ally. But yeah, I would say it's the Asus support that I would probably be more upset with than the Ally itself. Like, if anybody else made it, and I have a feeling if Takao was here, he'd be like, see, that's what I was saying.
Oh wow, Major, you didn't come for Takao like that.
But no, I'm just saying he would be he would like, hey, see, this is what I was talking about. This is an example. Don't be telling people on me. Yeah, I mean that's all I got. Nothing else. Does anybody else have anything to add? That's a name I've not seen in a long time. Jason did do a video on the RG Ally. Yeah, RG QA is pretty abysmal these days, I hear. What did Jay have to say about the ROG Ally? I am slightly curious. Well, I guess until we get that answer, yeah, this has been another episode of the Major. Oh, geez, no, wrong show. I had a chance all week to do that, but I chose not to.
See, it's fucking up your programming because now you're just like procedurally. I was supposed to say this. Now I'm here.
To be fair, I was saying, hey, welcome to Tech Talk Thursdays during episodes of the Major Linux Show. One of his crew, geez, he's got more people now. Okay, all right. I see y'all here building a crew. One of his crew had to send his in for repair, and when he got it back, something wasn't working, so he had to send it back in. Don't let it happen to Steve though, because that motherfucker will just fly across country for no reason. Let me stop. Look, Steve, if you're watching my content on YouTube right now to consider me for employment, this was not a jab. I was just pointing out that you did fly across country to give Newegg a piece of your mind. Please do not let this hinder any future employment. Please.
Well, I mean, Steve might fly across the country to talk to you, so.
Well, he wouldn't have to. He could just like drive 30 minutes down the road. I should stop playing BG3 and go to bed.
We should also probably go to bed.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. That's a good idea. Well, yeah, thank you everybody for tuning into another episode of Tech Talk Thursday for August 3rd, 2023. Of course, on behalf of Kevin, on behalf of Zinziak, it's your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux. Twitch.tv/Major Linux, the Grandmaster of IT, aka your favorite streamer to favorite IT guy. They just don't know it yet. So please tell them check out majorshouse.com. Get in touch with me at marcus@majorshouse.com or over at majorshouse.com/contact, where they can find ways to get in contact with me. Yeah, that's right. They can do that. They can do that damn thing. Yeah, well, that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. You all could have been anywhere in the world watching any stream in the world, could have been reading the tech, gaming, and streaming nugs yourself, but you said no. We care about our cookies. So we're just listening to an audio recording on a tape player because my Sony Walkman from 1979 will never betray me. And for that, I said thank you. And all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is I love you. And peace. How?
Wakanda forever.